Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
You might as well ramble along, but that goddamn Jay Reed, boy.
I told you last year when I picked him up, everybody was like, "Oh, he." I'm like, "No, man, y'all better pay attention."
Yeah, he is definitely a monster, man. Like definitely a monster.
A
Gosh,
problem. Another one,
yeah.
Xavier Worthy. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness, that boy is fast.
Like the Kansas City Chiefs need any more speed, man. Like
And,
it's amazing to me, bro, how you go from Tyreek Hill to what you got now and you still winning Super Bowls.
man, and then Hollywood Brown got to come back. Yeah, yeah.
That's a good
Kansas City
problem
gonna
to
be.
have.
And another thing, I told my brother, I was just like, man, Philly gonna be scary because he a Philly fan. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
that offense with Saquon, man, that's gonna be a hard team to put out.
Yeah, and at first they was looking just a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that playing outside of the states, the United States that
Yeah,
is, and then on top of that, you ain't got
that field
Kelsey there no
condition.
more, bro. Kelsey was a big part of that offensive line. So
Yeah, and
you
then
know
the
what?
field condition wasn't the best either.
It was horrible, man. Like I was that matter of fact when Philly first got the ball and I seen that toss, the halfback toss to Saquon and he slipped. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
like that field just kicked from under him like that. Like
but it was
that.
grass though. That's why I
Yeah,
like it. It's so humid down there. It's just like no matter what they did, it was gonna be wet.
yeah, and that's what I want the NFL to go back to. I mean, the turf is pretty and all, and it's easy to keep up with, but that grass, man, it alleviate a lot of those injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even though Jordan Love, if you guys haven't
that was
seen the
just
video,
unfortunate.
yeah, you can see his knee buckle, but that was just because he was getting gang tackled.
Yeah,
Pause.
he was getting rolled up on.
Yeah, he and that joint just but good thing that it's just an MCL sprain and not anything was tore or anything go on, what have you. But man, hey, without further ado, man, we back at it, the MPR Fantasy Football Podcast
Yes,
with my
sir.
bros, my broskies, man. I go by Commissioner Bo, stay dangerous in our standard league and pop out and show ninjas in our PPR Super Flex league. Yes, yes. DJ Cool, what's good, broski?
Ear. Me.
You dig, man. Midwest monster himself, man. DJ Cool, man. Hey, you ain't. Hey, we gonna get into it. I was about to say you ain't even in a hole, bro. Don't even worry about it. And without further ado, Marquise was good. Broski revenge season and standard, sweet revenge season, and PPR past champ was good, my guy.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Another day at it, man. Football tomorrow, guys. I mean, football actually been started since Thursday night, and then we
Yes,
had
sir.
a sweet ass Friday night game last night, and then college football today. I mean, what better way to start? To start September off, but
4 straight
NFL
days of football.
4 straight days, bro. Gosh, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and make it 5 days because Monday
A
night
Monday,
football.
yeah.
Night, yes, sir.
Monday night football ending with the Jets and the 49ers. That's gonna be big. And it's crazy because normally they used to like the first week they used to put two Monday night a double header, two Monday
Yeah.
night games, but they didn't
I
split them
hated
up.
that.
I did too. Especially got to get up Tuesday morning if the game was good. You'd be like, gosh, bro.
Man, I shouldn't have stayed up and watched both them games.
Right. Exactly, bro. But oh man, we back at it, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. Especially I know our fantasy guys in the NPR league desperately waiting on tomorrow. Like we said, it was two games. We about to get into those and talk about them, and then I want to get into these picks, man. We got to pick these games for tomorrow. Unfortunately, we missed the first two. Of course, it's just what it is. Just being excited and the show not running how it's supposed to run right now. But hey, we're gonna get right back into it, man. But we got to start with this game right here, man. And cool. I know you're itching to talk about this game, man, because I mean the bad man himself, Pat Mahomes, dominant man himself, man. You got the Baltimore Ravens going down to The Kansas City Chiefs, 27-20. And that was a barn burner at the end of that game, and you missed it. Any takes from this game? Cool, man. I mean, this was one of if it could have been an opening game that I wanted to see, this is one of the games right here, man. So how
Yes.
you feel about this game right here? This was a monster.
This was an excellent way to open the season. Uh, Kudos to both teams, both the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Kudos to both of them, man. They showed up, showed out. It was very fun, very entertaining. Um, from the Kansas City side, I'll start with Kansas City. From the Kansas City side, um, two word, two words, Xavier Worthy. Um,
Really? Yes, sir.
Rashi Rice was obviously he was building on what he had already started in the playoffs last year. It
Hmm.
looked like business as usual based on what he looked like towards the end of last season and throughout the playoffs of last year. He was just kind of picking up where he left off. So, uh, but Xavier Worthy, man, that ability to use that Tyreek Hill package that they probably haven't been able to break out in a couple of years since he left. Now we can put that on Xavier Worthy. We can move him around. I feel bad for anybody trying to chase him left or right. That's why as soon as I saw that end around, when I saw him, it's like if any for a linebacker on an end around, when he get going the opposite way of you, if he's already turned his hips the other way, bye bye,
Smoke.
bye bye, it's bye bye. So um, and obviously shout out to Andy Reid, man. I've told y'all on multiple occasions, man. What I think about Andy Reid. I think he's the best coach of all time. We'll get into that We'll get into that a whole another day. But obviously, just a well called game for the Kansas City Chiefs. On the Baltimore Ravens side, um, Lamar obviously lamented how he wanted to lose weight this past off season so that he could, feel spry, and obviously he looked like it. 100 plus yards, first game of the season rushing.
Yeah.
He was moving and grooving. They look a little out of sync because their O line doesn't look all that great. We used to seeing Baltimore had them dogs up front where they could just kind of pound away, ground and pound. They O line don't look all that great. They wasn't getting a whole lot of like movement up front, creating a whole lot of like holes for Henry. Um, but that's to be built upon. Harbaugh is a great coach, and Lamar, pardon me, a great player. So just not enough necessarily playmaking on Lamar's half. That throw to Zay Flowers, man, in the back of the end zone that he missed. Um, that's one of those when someone like him thinks about why has Pat Mahomes beaten me 3-4 straight times. That's one that he sit up and think about right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I wish he could have that throwback, man. That was a hell of that would have been good. It was another one he missed, Rashad Bateman up the sideline too,
Yeah, he did. Yep.
early in
Hmm.
the third quarter. So, uh, but other than that, man, spectacular game, way to kick off the season. And I hand it off to y'all from there. I got some more comments, but I hand it off to y'all from there.
Yes, sir. That's what we here for, man. Marquise, man, takes from this awesome game, man, and do know what Cool was talking about, man. I want to get into some of these stat lines.
Oh
After
my
you do your
God!
take.
Oh my God! How did I forget? Oh God! How the hell did I forget about the waiver? I'm calling them hashtag waiver god.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was that.
Hashtag waiver god, man. My boy Isaiah Likely, man, he showed up,
Yeah,
showed out. Oh, also another guy who's like Rashid Rice, building on what he picked up last year in the playoffs,
exactly.
at the end of last year and the playoffs. He just picking up right where he left off at. Like he don't care nothing about Mark Andrews being back. He out there the ball. So I don't know how I left that out of my recap, but yeah, Isaiah Likely went crazy.
Isaiah Likely, he did. Marquise.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short because cool killed the time on this segment a little bit, but
This is second home, bro.
Hey, cool. Hey, I don't even know what to say after that. That was so detailed, man.
Flawless
Hey,
Damn,
look,
victory.
damn.
Nah, you
it was
good,
a
bro.
great
That shit was
game.
flawless, bro.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great start to the season. I really think, this is a rivalry that's building. So it's like this is going to be
hmm
something we should get used to seeing from here on out because I think these teams going to see a lot of each other, especially later on in the season.
Yeah, yeah. They're definitely one of those teams. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish they was in the same division. You can see them twice a year because
Yes.
the show that they put on, man, it's crazy. And you just look at the stat line, man. I mean, this is I don't want to say tomato, but Pat Mahomes, man, 20 for 28, 291 yards, one touchdown, granted one interception, the took pass. They didn't do too good on rushing. I mean, obviously Isaiah Pacheco did score, but they had 72 yards rushing to Baltimore had 185 yards on the ground. I mean, once they clean that up, because once they clean that up with Derrick Henry and how they want to move with him and Lamar running that ball, and I want to ask y'all this too with that. After I finish these stats, how do y'all feel about what I need to ask? But Lamar Jackson, 26 for 41, 273 yards, one touchdown, zero interceptions, 122 yards rushing, man, off of 16 carries. Damn good. He averaged 7.63 yards a touch, like a carry. Like, that's crazy, man. Derrick Henry got his first tutty of the year. He got the first one of the NFL campaign. So kudos to him. He went 13 carries for 46 yards. Zay Flowers was Zay Flowers. He could have did a little bit more in the rushing category, but when you look at, you go down, he was 6 for 37 in receiving. So I will say, outside of Isaiah Likely, 9 for 111 yards and his tutty, man, they did an awesome job, man. I just felt like the Chiefs just did a little bit better, man, especially up front. I'm gonna be honest with you, that disruption, that monster, that man himself, Chris Jones, display. Man, that's hard to duplicate, man. That's almost like I'm gonna be if I can. I don't even know who I could try to compare him with, man. But I remember a guy of Albert Hainsworth. I thought he was going to be that guy as his career went on, but obviously not. He was one of those disruptive big men in the middle for Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. But those big guys like that at nose tackle or DT, man, they hard to come by. They are definitely hard to come by. That guy was being double teamed and still getting in the backfield like with ease. Like, that's crazy, bro. So, man, yeah, this was a dope game. But before we move on to the second game, man, I gotta ask y'all. So last season, a lot of people talking about the AFC Championship game with these two teams, right? They said Lamar didn't do enough. Did he do enough this game and still came out on the short end of the stick?
I think he did plenty. He did more than his fair share. Also, he missed a lot of throws.
Yeah,
A few of them throws I know he wish he could have back.
yeah,
Especially the second to last play where he had Zay Flowers wide open. Even though I think that was on Zay Flowers because he should have just sat down right there in the zone where Lamar threw it. He would have been good to go. He was moving towards the defender. That's not smart. So also you
yeah,
can't really blame Lamar for that one is that play because Zay Flowers should have just sat there. He found his opening. He should have stayed there.
yeah. Cool. How you feel? Was Lamar? Did he do enough, or compared to the AFC Championship game last season, where everybody felt like he didn't show up?
I think a lot of people I think it's a lot of quarterbacks after they play Pat Mahomes, they always feel like they could have did this, could have did that, just because Pat is always kind of coming through in the clutch, and he does that to a lot of people. But overall, man, I think overall, man, like Marquis said, he did plenty, man.
Yeah,
He took care of the football. Um, when as far as his rushing, he wasn't reckless. He made a lot of great throws. He just got to clean up a few things. But at the be game one, you clean up a few throws, and you figure out the offensive line thing, and I think they'll move forward pretty well. I didn't see a whole lot that that Lamar could have did much more of. But
Right.
yeah, that touchdown mattered. Obviously, you lost by a touchdown, so that
Yeah.
touchdown that you could have had in the back of the end zone that mattered. But it's only game one. You'll clean that up.
Definitely, definitely. Great tape, fellas. Great tape, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's move right along, man. Let's get to the second game Friday night in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This was a big one too, man. Started off a little shaky, but hey, it did what it did. Hey, Green Bay Packers, man, fell short to the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to start with this one. Reason being because watching this game last night, I wasn't too frustrated at first, but I was like, I could see the jet lag in the teams, the 9 hour flight, hour behind Eastern Standard over here. And just not being at home, you know what I'm saying? Just not being in your field or playing on your field in front of your home crowd is totally different. And, especially in a whole nother country. But I figured this was gonna be a shootout one way or the other after everybody cleaned up. Hey man, I gotta start with Saquon Barkley.
Mhm.
Saquon Barkley, man. What a way to kick his campaign off with the Philadelphia Eagles. 3 tutties. I could get to his stats in a second. But he did his thing. AJ Brown did his thing. He smoked the opposition, cutting across the field. God, lights out, man. Even down to Devontae Smith. He didn't score a touchdown, but he was a big contributor to the game. So yeah, man. Jordan Love, obviously, he sprained his MCL. We just gotta wait and see. They're saying 3 to 4 weeks. Some people saying 4 to 6 weeks. But how you guys feel about this game, man? Like, it was a dope game. Another barn burner in my book. How you feel about this, Keys?
Hey man, this was another entertaining game. This is the perfect game to follow up the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts got a lot he got to clean up, but I see a lot of like I was saying before we started recording, man. This Eagle offense, if they put it together and clean up the little stuff, this offense gonna be scary with Saquon back there. Oh my goodness! Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to pick your poison. Devontae Smith is a problem. AJ Brown is a problem. People still sleep on Dallas Goddard, like he's not a good tight end.
Right.
Then you got Saquon, and then Jalen Hurts himself. It's like my goodness. This offense can be, and if the defense just be decent, the defense can just be decent. Oh my, this team is gonna be one of them teams you're not gonna want to face in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely, especially on my end in the NFC East. Woo, man, cool. How you feel, bro? Dope ass
Uh,
game.
that's definitely agreed. I agree with everything that y'all said so far. AJ Brown looked like AJ Brown. Devontae Smith looked like Devontae Smith. Everything looked like regular schedule program. Saquon. Their addition to running back versus how Derrick Henry looked in his first game with the Ravens. It looked a lot different because it looked like
Mhm.
Saquon just kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah,
And if he would have had more attempts, he probably just would have accumulated more stats or whatever. So, um, and he's obviously playing around other great dudes, so they won't need him to just tote the rock all the time.
Mhm.
So that was just big, like you said, to watch it live, to see that it looked like what it was supposed to look like, what it
right.
looks like on paper. That was damn good for them. Clean up the turnovers
Mm-hmm.
that they had early on in the game. Obviously, replacing Jason Kelsey, that's a big deal. Um, just the way that you could just see how Jalen Hurts was a little uncomfortable, and the center was uncomfortable. They had a couple of little sideline exchanges with each other. So, like I said in preview with the previous game, man, it's game one. Like you get things cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody plays in the preseason anymore. You know what I mean? Which is a gift and a curse. You want these dudes out there. You don't want nobody. You don't want to lose nobody in a meaningless exhibition game. But at the same time, a lot of that timing, a lot of that, a lot of that just chemistry with each other. They have to clean it up in real time.
Yeah.
Game one of the season. So, big game for them, man. Obviously, Jordan Love. I didn't. I thought the interception that he threw early on. I thought that was just a bad throw. You kind of just see. it was basic over the top coverage. You know, safety sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he wanted to force it, but you got great playmakers around you, Jaden Reed and all those dudes, man. Like we was talking about. So you want to try and get the ball in their hand. You want to force some balls that you probably should. Um,
Yeah.
so great game once again. Another great game to follow up the first game of the season, man. Obviously Jordan Love out for a little while. I know you want to probably touch on that, Commissioner. So
Yeah, Jordan Love is out. Malik Willis up next. It's been rumors that they're trying to find another quarterback. I heard Tannehill name. You know what I'm saying? Sliding through the news. I don't know how or if he's still able to contribute to an NFL team. But Malik Willis up next. He's next on the depth chart. uh, wish a speedy recovery to Jordan Love, and you hate to see players like this. You know what I'm saying? Any player, not just him, but just players just go down, especially like for this length of time because it kind of game one outside of preseason, outside of training camp, OTAs and stuff like that. You building that chemistry, it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds until you eventually if you make it to the playoffs and then so forth.
and
So
shame on the NFL, man, for sending them out there like that, man. Like
yeah, I said that too. Even Marquise was talking about the field condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't look like it happened from the field, but still, it was a lot of slips and everything that was going on. It could have been worse than what it was.
these people overseas, they're not I don't run nothing. I don't own no teams. I'm not no NFL official or nothing like that. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure don't nobody over in Brazil know how to maintain a football field because they don't have football stadiums over there.
yeah,
That's not something that they, that's not their natural pastime over there. So you need to pay extra attention to what's going on, what your
hmm
groundskeepers are doing, and
hmm
how the grass is laid and all that. And it seemed like it was just a sloppy job. So
yeah,
shame on them all around. And you damn near lost one of your key attractions.
hmm
If that's just a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, you lose. Now you just lost. I'm sure the Green Bay Packers got a lot of primetime games this year, and
yeah,
shame on the
They
NFL.
got like 6 of them back
yeah.
to
They
back.
do.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And now you almost lost Jordan Love for the season. And now
yeah.
what you gonna do? Put them on just like last year, where the Jets had a bunch of primetime games, and you
hmm
lose Aaron Rodgers in game one, and now you got to trot Zach Wilson out here for Monday Night
hmm
Football. You know what I mean? So shame on the NFL, man.
Yeah, shame
Get
on them,
the
bro. You playing
field
on that
together.
soccer field? Yeah,
Yeah, like get your product together. Like they just be throwing it, and you wonder why a dude like Jamar Chase be like, "No, I won't. I got 2 years on my deal, but I won't in now." They
yeah,
talking about that. Roger Goodell talking about having 7 games overseas next year or in the next couple of years.
We play
yeah.
in Germany this year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
I,
I
I
mean.
I I mean I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying, expanding the brand and doing what you do, you know what I'm saying, with anything. But it's just like cool stated, like you said, bro. Like if you're gonna roll it out, it gotta be top notch
Send
execution.
your people over there. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know if they have people from Brazil handling this stuff. Like or like send your people to Mexico. Send your people to Germany. The same people
yeah,
that handle the field at your stadium should be handling the fields over there. Like
exactly. Should be some type of field stadium experts or what have you that know, hey, this because like we said, man, like everybody was slipping and sliding. Everybody was. It wasn't just that that incident with him spraining his MCL with Jordan Love, but yeah, it could have been worse than what it was, man. A lot of people could have been injured last night. Definitely a lot of people, man.
yeah,
And we always talk about the turf, and you know what I'm saying. It's not letting up, but grass is cool, but that was soggy out there, man. Like it just had a torrential downpour, and it just got humid and hot and all that good stuff mixed in one gumbo. But yeah, man, super dope take, fellas. Like we said, Philadelphia Eagles. Only thing I had with them just to add, man, Jalen Hurts was pissing me off last night, but that's just any fan of the NFL, man. I just was asking why you keep throwing the double coverage, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Who you saying, man? That pissed me off, man. And then I don't think he should have been credited with that fumble either. That was a bad snap.
Yeah, but they got to get it to somebody. The center ain't gonna get it.
He needed.
Yeah, you gotta get it to somebody, man. But that,
Messing up my fantasy stats.
right, and all that's what it boiled down to. Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly, fellas. But hey, I want to get into some fun now, man. Before we wrap this thing up, bro. Hey, I want to get into this. But what we should have been started this a long time ago, man. But you know, there's always a first for everything, man. Talking about these NFL picks, man. We got a cool, dope way of doing it this season, this year, whatnot. And I know you guys already did yours before I did mine, and I'm able to see each one of you guys' picks. Marquise, did you get a chance to do yours, or you
Yeah, I
want to
put
do
mine
it?
in.
Okay, so I just need to refresh, and I'll be able to see everybody's picks after I pick mine, and then we can go from there. And what it does, you know, we created this thing, and then each week we build and build and build, man, and see how we do at the end of the season. It's gonna be rather dope. So let's get it. Let me refresh this for right quick. Just bear with me 1 second so we can get this thing rolling. All right.
Yeah, it
So
should.
make
Did
sure.
mine pop up? Because I did it. I sent the screenshots.
Nah, I do not see your name. But I can go through the screenshots. It could just be not loaded up on this end. But I'll go through the screenshots for yours. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me pull mines up. Because I actually did mines, but I'm still going to pick them live.
Hold on, let me try this again.
Yeah,
So it probably
yeah, I got yours. I see your screenshots.
okay.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, so unfortunately we missed these first two games. So everybody's starting off 0-2. If you can see up top, 0-2. So everybody's starting off the same. So we're gonna end the same. Unfortunately, no, we're not gonna end this thing because I'm gonna try to do my best to pick all great picks, just like you guys. But I want to start with these games, man. We're gonna run them down and go from there. Any takes on these games? We could definitely get it popping, man. Here we go. So Arizona at the Buffalo Bills, the Cardinals, Cal Murray versus Josh Allen. Man, as bad as I want to said that I think Arizona is going to come fly across country and beat the Buffalo Bills. I'm definitely going with Buffalo on this. I'm not counting Josh Allen out just yet. Gotta wait and see. Everybody started. If you can remember, we always talk about a few years ago, and I'm not comparing him to Pat Mahomes, but everybody thought Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs weren't going to do too good because they got rid of Tyreek Hill and other players or whatnot, Miko Hartman and everybody. And it was like, well, who is he going to throw it to? Like this and that and the third. So I still gotta wait and see, man. Buffalo is still Buffalo in my eyes, because they have that top quarterback play in Josh Allen. So I'm going with Buffalo on this one. And then the opponent picks, they're going against the grain. Cool and Cup. Shout out to Cup too, man. He's at work, so he's going to join us tomorrow for primetime show before kickoff. But they both picked the Arizona Cardinals,
Ooh,
man,
we
the Arizona Cardinals, and me and you, Marquise, we picked
yep,
Buffalo.
we split on it.
We split on it as a unit. We definitely split on it. How you feel about this game, man? Like, was that how you made that pick? You just couldn't count Buffalo out.
No, it won't that. It was just I don't know what to expect from Arizona. A piece of me tell me Arizona is gonna win. Like I wanted to pick Arizona, but
Yeah.
it's like man, they in Buffalo. 9 times out of 10, Buffalo gonna start the season strong until the defense will start figuring it out. Oh, it's just Josh Allen and blah blah blah. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. But then again, their defense they got so many injuries on the defensive side. So it's like, but Von Miller's back. So it's like, ah,
Yeah.
I just have to go with Buffalo until I see otherwise. Like I said, this one I could see Arizona winning, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Gotcha. Cool. I see that you and Cup, man, y'all picked the Arizona Cardinals, man. Quick take on this one.
Shout out to Cup, man. Yeah, I actually think that I actually think that the only advantage that Buffalo has is home field advantage. Other than that, they have more question marks to me than Arizona. James
Mhm.
Conner, we seen him plenty of times. We seen Trey McBride. We seen Kyler Murray. With the only person we haven't seen is Marvin Harrison Jr. But we kind of know what there's not as many question marks to me. He's going to be an added addition to what was already a good offense with a healthy Kyler Murray. So Josh Allen has more question marks. You vacating Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, so James Cook got to step up.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get from Kincaid, those guys, Keon Coleman. He's probably got a little bit more question marks. That's the only reason I think Arizona would be favored, is because it's a cross country game. Now, y'all right about that. Obviously, cross country games never favor the opponent. I mean, never favor the away team. But I just think I got a feeling about Arizona. I just think they hit the ground running for some reason.
I love it. I love it, fellas, man. We split. I love it already. First game, first pick. Let's move right along. Let's move right over. Gosh, man. This is a tough one for me right here, but I have to say, if I'm going to pick anyone over Carolina at the New Orleans Saints, man, I'm going Saints on this one. Reason why I'm going Saints on this one, because Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, I feel like they still gonna make some noise. Shaheed does play. Usually for the likes of Taysom Hill. I just feel like not too much of a gimmick. I just feel like they're probably gonna take this guy. I feel like it's gonna be a close game, but I don't. I think I'm picking more with my head versus my heart because I really don't know what Bryce Young I'm going to get this year, and I think he's going to do awesome this year. He's going to have a great sophomore season, but let's look at the picks. Marquise, I do see that you picked your home team, Carolina Panthers, and
All right.
you got Cool and Cup. We actually picked the Saints together. So yeah, man, let's get that take, Keys.
Well, I I already know how this goes. A lot of the times when we play New Orleans early in the season like this, no matter whether it's there or they come to us, we normally win. They normally get the second matchup in the back half of the season. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going off history. And of course, a
Love
little
it.
bit of Homer. I got a little bit of Homer in me.
Oh yeah, you got to. I mean, why not? Why not? You can't pick against the squad. Why not, man? But yeah, that's a 3-1 pick right there, man. We got to see how that one pan out. I think that's gonna be a great game though, and it's
Yeah.
an early divisional game too. So just starting out the season. This is a big one right here, guys. Houston at Indianapolis. Gosh, man. Woo. I'm gonna go with y'all takes y'all picks first. Marquise, you pick Houston over the Colts.
Yes.
And then let me bring this up before I pick mine, because this is going to be interesting. And then you got Cool, got Houston, and then you got Cup pick the Colts. I'm going Houston in this game right here. Reason why I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
Houston, I just feel like Houston is the better team. Of course, you got Anthony Richardson on the other side. You got Jonathan Taylor. Colts defense is nice, but I think Houston and the D'Amico Ryan defense is just a little tad bit better than what it is. Any takes on this game right here, guys? This is another divisional game that's going to be huge tomorrow. Definitely going to be huge.
Yeah, this to me just is kind of more the same what I was saying earlier, man. Just game one for me. I know I'm gonna be wrong about maybe probably a couple of these, but just game one, I'm not as I'm not willing to jump the broom on anything that has a question mark by it just yet. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I was all in on Anthony Richardson coming into the fantasy football season, but uh, I just think that the Houston Texans right here, right now, they're the better team.
Yeah.
Right here, right now. And they don't have as many question marks to answer. Taylor coming off an injury, Jonathan Taylor coming off an injury, Adnan Mitchell. How do they add him to the lineup? Josh Downs is injured right now. Anthony Richardson, how does he come back off an injury? So a few more questions over there, man. Houston just look like the more well-oiled machine at this point.
Oh
Yes, sir.
yeah, yes sir. Great take, cool man. And Cup, you actually picked the Colts, so you're by yourself on that one, 3-1. So we definitely got to see how that one pan out.
Yeah, if
Let's
he
move.
right, if he right, he gonna let us know about it too.
Oh, you already know it, bro. You already know it. And I definitely want the Colts to succeed tomorrow, especially Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman Jr. just for fantasy purposes. But yeah, that's another day for tomorrow. But this is another huge one. This is the battle of Florida to me, Jacksonville at Miami. Let me see y'all picks right here. Let me bring this up. And this was one of those games, man. I was like, bro, I don't know. I really don't know, but I got to make a pick. I got to make a pick. So cut with Duval. obviously Jacksonville. He's a bit Trevor Lawrence guy, and cool. You went with the Dolphins,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. And
Yeah,
Marquise,
you
you
know.
actually went with the Dolphins also.
Yes.
Yeah, actually went with the Dolphins. So my pick on this, man, I'm going with the home team. Miami should win this game. Relative, I won't say relatively easy because you can't sleep on Jacksonville's defense at all. But I
Mhm.
just feel like Miami's just going to be that better team. The speed is going to be there, and their defense is not poo putt either. They're going to get off their Trevor Lawrence. He just got to find his wide open guys, and I'm just eager to see who's going to be that guy for Jacksonville. Obviously, we know Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU is over there as a rookie. Is he going to get any PT? You got Gabe, the newly acquired Gabe Davis. We know, obviously, he was Mr. Boom or Bust with Buffalo. And you still got Christian Kirk, but then you got Evan Ingram. So, but on the other side of the field, I gotta make that pick. You gotta make that pick. I'm not betting against Tyreek Hill, Waddle. You know what I'm saying? You got this Tua just got paid, and the list goes on. The running back by committee back there. That's a lot to handle. That's definitely a lot to handle. So
I
awesome
agree.
picks.
I agree, man.
Awesome picks.
This for me just really just home field advantage for me. I just think that Miami gonna be able to run the ball, and I don't think Jacksonville will just come out running the ball. I expect them to be pretty good, be better than they supposed to be. Jacksonville,
Yeah.
that's it. But I just think that Miami gonna run the ball all day, and it's gonna open up easy plays for Waddle and Tyreek. So
Yeah.
I think it's
Definitely.
going to be a shootout.
Think it's gonna be a shootout?
Yeah, because Miami defense is horrible. They've been played with injuries too. Their top two pass rushers is out for the season.
Yeah.
Uh, Jacksonville got a pretty solid defense, but they're not going to be able to do it. All they can do is slow down Miami. They're not going to stop them.
Yeah, they ain't gonna stop them. Yeah.
So I
They,
think this is going to be a shootout. This might be the highest scoring game of the weekend.
mm,
could be. That's a bold prediction, man. I love it, man. And obviously, Cup has went against the grain, and he's the only one picking the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. So all of us rounding up to Miami, and if he win and he prevail, like Cool said, he's coming in swinging. He's coming in. He's going to talk shit to us. Definitely, man. So scrolling right along, you guys, man. Let me scroll this up. Let's get into it. Minnesota at New York. Minnesota at New York. Marquise, you picked Minnesota, man. Any reason why? I mean, I
Because
know, but
as long as Daniel Jones, the quarterback in New York, I'm going to bet against him every time.
Danny Dimes. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right. Cool picked the Giants, man. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that at all. Cup obviously picked Minnesota. Cool. Let's elaborate, man. You picked the Giants. You feeling
it's
brolic?
just about just home field advantage once again.
Yeah,
Just home field advantage, and Minnesota is different when they're not in the dome.
gotcha.
They
That's true.
always have been. I'm a they in my division in the NFC North. It's always been two different Minnesota teams in the dome and outside the dome. So going to the Giants, it's not like it's cold outside. It's not that time of the year yet, but
Yeah.
still, it's a different team when they go outside. So I'm just giving them home. I'm just giving the Giants home field advantage.
Home field.
I
Gotcha.
wouldn't be shocked if I was wrong.
Yeah. I'm definitely going against the grain. I don't want anybody in my Commanders division to win. So enough said with that one. You know what I'm saying? And then just the likes of if Sam Donald can just remotely halfway chuck the ball down the field to Addison, Justin Jefferson, man, they should be able to win. And I'm eager to see what free Aaron Jones do with his new team. So I'm going Minnesota on that one. And Cool's the only one with the Giants. Let's get it. New England at Cincinnati. That's too easy for me. Definitely picking on the Bengals.
Cincy.
Um, yeah, Marquise, I see you pick Cincy. Let's go with it. Everybody Cincy. I mean, that's just a no brainer. And even if Jamar Chase doesn't play, or of course, he got the new illness tag on his injury report. T. Higgins is not playing. He was downgraded to doubtful. So these other guys got to step up. You know what I'm saying? Irvin and the rookie from last season. You still got Zach Moss back there in the backfield. Joe Burrow is back, so you got to throw it to somebody. But you can't count these guys out. Definitely can't count them out. That's too easy. So that's a sweep for all of us. Everybody going Cincinnati Bengals. Let's get it. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Ah, man. Cool. Nah, first and foremost, Cleese, I see you pick Pittsburgh, and then I'm gonna go through the picks. Cool, you picked Atlanta, and then Cup picked Pittsburgh. I'm going with Cool on this one. I'm going Atlanta. Um, Russell Wilson is not playing tomorrow. Justin Fields is taking the ring for week
Yeah,
one, but I'm still going with Atlanta on this one. I just feel like they got the better weapons. Any takes, Marquise, you did pick Pittsburgh, so me and Cool going with the Falcons on this one.
their defense,
I love Pittsburgh defense too. Queen
simple
was
play.
added, TJ
Yep,
Watt, you know what I'm saying? So I
their
I, I
defense.
I definitely
That's what's going to
understand.
keep. And Justin Fields going to make it just enough plays with his legs. Where hey, look, they just going to do just enough to win. This could be a very close game too.
Could very well be. Yeah. Cool. Any takes on this game, Broski?
Yeah, I hate to pick against my dog, man. Y'all know I love me some Justin Fields, man. But first game of the season, man. I think I don't understand. I still don't quite understand the money situation when it comes to how they signed Kirk Cousins and then drafted Penix. But one
Yeah.
thing I know for sure, you do not draft a quarterback early if you don't have any plans on playing him. If Kirk Cousins don't get off to a blazing start, I would not. I promise. Everybody keeps saying he gonna sit. He gonna sit and learn. He gonna sit and learn behind Kirk. If they go to 2-5, Penix gonna be
Penix
in there. Penix
Penix
gonna be in
season.
there week 8. Penix
I,
gonna
bu-
be in there week 8. I'm telling you, they not that they don't draft. You don't draft no quarterback in the first round to just have him sit around no more. That's old school shit. They don't do that no more.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
so I think Kirk got to come out flying. I think he got to go 5-2 versus 2-5. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm picking Atlanta. And obviously, Fields technically is the backup. So technically, this is Atlanta at home against a backup. So
Yeah. Dope takes, man. I definitely feel that, man. So that's split half and half on that one, man. Hey, cool. Your Bears, man. Bear down, man. I already know you picked them. I see Marquise picked them. I'm going Bears in this game. Let me bring this up and see exactly who cut picked. Everybody picked Bears. I mean, obviously.
Their
I don't
defense.
see. Yeah,
That's
that defense, the newly acquired Kalen Williams, the number one overall draft pick. The weapons alone, man. I'm so eager to see DeAndre Swift tomorrow to see what he does. Obviously, we already know DJ Moore's of the world, and even Keenan Allen, man. Like, I'm eager to see this offense.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee won.
It could very well be one of those sleepers, man. I think I did see a stat where they said the number one overall draft pick struggled the first game. I want to say it's been 0-14 since the last um, number one draft pick, especially with quarterback has won their first opener. So we just got to wait and see. But it might
coach
be one of
coach
those sleepers, bro.
Coach Iberflus be trying to hold JJ back sometime, man. Over the last couple of years, he got to let Jalen Johnson travel, for man. When he let him travel, that's when JJ get off, man.
Yeah, that's
Let
what.
him let him follow Calvin Ridley around, and try to take him out the game. And I
Yeah.
just think the defense will have success. And obviously, man, I'm on the edge of my seat to see this offense. So,
Oh
uh,
yeah, I already know.
yeah. So
Yeah, I already know, bro. All right, that's another big one right here, man. West Coast game, Denver at Seattle. Marquise picked Seattle with this one. Let me bring you guys up. Let's see. Everybody picking Seattle. I'm definitely going Seattle on this one. It's a no brainer for me, not just because you guys picked them. They was on my radar. Just Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, JSN. Still got Tyler Lockett doing this thing, and then the running backs back there, man. And I still believe, I still call him the Legion of Boom, man. Like I do. I think that was a dope name back then when they had Cam Chancellor and all of the boys, Richard Sherman. But I still call him that, man. So Seattle, unanimously win this pick right here. So Let's move right along. Vegas, the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. Man, this was a tough one right here for me to pick. Did I write that down? Yeah, I wrote that down. So I'm going Raiders on this one. Let me see everybody pick. Marquise, I see your Raiders, and we're split. Cup picked the Raiders. Cool, you picked the Chargers, man. Yeah, so everybody picked the Raiders, and you picked the Chargers. You believe in Harbaugh and the boys, Justin Herbert?
Um, little bit of wishful thinking. If I'm being honest with you, I'm pulling more for the Raiders because of Antonio Pierce. I
Yeah,
really want Antonio Pierce, man, to be successful. I just do, man. I won't. I just do. I just want him to be successful. For a lot of obvious reasons. We ain't got to get into it here. But I do think first game of the season, if you asking me just to pick Chargers gonna run that. They gonna run that ball, man. Greg Roman, John Harbaugh. One thing about them, no matter where the hell they've been coaching, that they gonna run that ball
they're
right
going to
at
that
you.
ball.
They gonna run that ball right at you, man. So if the Raiders got any question marks on defense, it can't be in the run game. So that's why I went with the Chargers.
Dope pick. That's 3-1, man. Me, Cup, Marquise picked the Raiders, and you picked the Chargers. Hey, that's a bet one, Marquise, man. You picked the Cleveland Browns, man, over Dallas. And I'm going to bring this up to see what everybody else picked. How you feeling about this game, bro? Obviously, cool pick Cleveland, like you did. Cup pick Dallas. I'm going with Cleveland over this. I said I'm not picking any NFC East opponents, and just for that obvious reason. But I'm going Cleveland. I just think they're the better team on this one right here, man. Definitely think so. So, Marquise, how you feel about this game, bro? And he might have stepped away.
Oh yeah, you might
Uh,
step.
okay, yeah, I'm definitely going Dallas on
I'll
this
be
joint
right
right
back,
here.
fellas. Give me
Oh,
like 2 seconds.
okay, all right, yeah. So definitely going Cleveland on this one, and like I said, Cup was the only one that picked Dallas. I'm surprised he did, but I understand his heart. Nets went up, man. Washington at Tampa Bay. You already know where I'm going on this one,
Who'd you
cool.
pick? Who'd you pick, Kamish?
You
I
already
wonder who
you
you
already
picked.
you already know I'm going with the Commanders on this one, man. I'm rooting for Jaden Daniels big time. Not just because he's my quarterback. He could have been anywhere in the world, man. But I just like him as a, you know what I'm saying, a athlete. You know what I'm saying. So everybody put you pick the Commanders. Cup pick the Commanders, and let me bring up Marquise pick right here. I don't know why his didn't load up. He actually picked Tampa Bay. I'm surprised he did pick Tampa Bay, man, being that they're in his division. But he got Tampa Bay down. Yeah, that's just how I feel. So that's 3-1 on that pick right there. That's a dope pick. But these next two games right here, these definitely the games I want to get into a little further in depth. I gotta go. I gotta. Oh man, Los Angeles Rams. I want to call them the Raiders. Two Los Angeles teams, but the Rams at Detroit. I gotta go Detroit on this. This is my Super Bowl pick. I feel like they're going to make it to the Super Bowl, and I feel like they're going to challenge the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying who's winning the Super Bowl yet, but I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Lions. So I'm obviously going with them on 1-0. So let me see. Let me see. Cup picked the Rams. I can't wait to hear his take on this. And obviously, you picked the Lions. How you feel about the Lions, bro, this year? And Marquise picked the Lions too. So we 3-1 up on Cup. So how you
Same
feel
way.
about the Lions?
Same way I felt about him last year.
Yeah,
We was and we was both right about it. Prior to the year, I know me and you both prior to last year, we was both high on the Lions.
yeah,
Um, Coming into last year, and they obviously made it deep into the playoffs. And I think this year around, if it was to be, let's say, a San Fran again, I think they'd be ready for the challenge.
yeah.
So
I definitely agree with that one, bro. And last but not
right.
least, this good Monday night game, man. The bad man himself, Mr. Discount Double Check, Aaron Rodgers is back in action. After his Achilles hiatus last season or last year. Jets at the San Francisco 49ers, man. Marquise put the 49ers, stumbling over my words. And let's see before I make that pick. Everybody picked the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers too. No, obviously I'm going with the Jets, man. I'm not I'm going against the grain on this game right here. I think Aaron Rodgers. You know, if you don't know as an NFL fan or what have you, if it's one team that he grew up loving is the 49ers. So I just feel like if it's one game he's going to come back and be that comeback player, it's going to be against his mob. You know what I'm saying? His childhood mob. I think he's going to get it done. I obviously think it's going to be a close game. It could be by a field goal or a touchdown or what have you. But I think the Jets is going to get it done this week on Monday night against the 49ers. So your takes on that? Any pushback?
No, no real pushback. I mean, A Rod's a vet. Monday Night Football on the road shouldn't be. It's not the first time he's ever done that in his life. So
Hmm.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can handle the pressure. I just don't think they're offensively just good enough to put up points with what I think San Fran's gonna put up for points. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna put up 31 plus points at home. So I don't know if he got enough to keep up with that. If it was a low scoring game, I think he'd keep in. But you know, I don't
Yeah.
know. That,
And look,
that defense was real. I give him credit.
yeah, it's definitely real, and it's crazy. Even in a fantasy, and we're gonna get to you, Marquise. I heard you was back, bro. And ask you about these games, but it's crazy enough, man. People in this game are really low on the Jets defense, man. I still don't believe that you can count them out, man. Like Quentin Williams and all of them, Sauce Gardner. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, is that guy at the DB position. I don't think the 49ers going to come out strong in this game. That's why I picked the Jets over them. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle in this, and I just think Aaron Rodgers is just going to do a little bit more to get his team in position to win, especially with Brees Hall back and Braylon Allen, that rookie running back that they have. So we just got to wait and see. Marquise, you picked the 49ers. I'm the only one that picked the Jets, man. This Monday night game, bro. How you feeling about this?
I'm pretty sure this will probably be like the battle of the defenses. And I think just offensively, the 49ers will do just enough, and they have just enough just to get by the Jets. So I think it'd probably be a low scoring game, but not. It'd probably be today's time frame of low scoring, probably be like 20-14 or something of the sorts. But I
Hmm.
think the Niners just have too many pieces on offense that you can't just shut them down too. That's another offense that just like you got to pick your poison and just hope they're not on their A game.
I agree. I agree. Definitely agree, man. That's our first week of pick'ems, man. This is definitely going to be every week. I think it's a dope addition to our show, a dope segment. You know what I'm saying? And then as we go along in the season, man, we climb the leaderboards and see how we do, and then go from there, man. Us as a group on a NPR podcast. But other than that, man, you guys had any more takes, man? Fantasy football is live and kicking. It's tomorrow. Make sure you guys plug and play who you need to put in. At kickoff, when your team kick off, your players are locked. So lot of teams right now down, a lot of teams right now up. So I mean that's not we already know what it is. Projections mean nothing. You can have that one player that come in like Saquon and score 3, 4, maybe 5 touchdowns, and then they help you win your week. Or Saquon could have scored all those touchdowns and the rest of your team does absolutely nothing, and you'd be like, damn, like shit. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got any lasting takes, man? Before we get out of here? Dope show.
Nah, man, I'm couldn't be more amped, man. First Sunday of the NFL season, man. It
Yes, sir.
feel like it's like a holiday, man. This need to
Yeah.
be we need to make
Christmas.
this a new official holiday, man.
Facts. Definitely facts. Marquise, you got any ending takes, bro?
Hey man, I'm ready for the fantasy season, dog. This is
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I'm ready to put this title on the line. And I'm ready to take the half PPR joint. I think I'm just so confident this year where it's just like everybody already panicking. Like they trading and they trying to trade based off names. I'm like, no, we don't need
Yeah.
the season just started. We don't know who gonna do what no more. But hey man, I think I got a strong chance in both leagues. I'm just telling y'all better come with it.
Hey, we already know, bro. I already know you coming. You know what I'm saying? You coming hard with it, man.
No Diddy.
Pause, bro. No Diddy, man. Pause and all that good stuff, bro. I already know how you coming, man. So with that being said, especially Pollock Greens too on the other end on PPR, uh, being the champion last season, man. But it's here, man. One wake up and then we right back at it, man. And You know what I'm saying? Lead guys, like we said, plug and play you guys. Do what you're supposed to do. Let's talk some shit tomorrow, man. I appreciate you guys. Another dope show in the books, man. Let's get it. NPR signing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down.